So, yesterday was pretty good. I did 16.6 miles into Mazama Village before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that was fun. It was dry though. Dry the whole way, so I'm carrying lots of water. And there are lots of blowdowns. It's going to be hard to do this video without getting interrupted. Right, so, yes, dry stretch. I met a thru hiker named Tour Guide who had run short of water, so I gave her a little bit of water to help get the last 10 miles. She was looking pretty concerned, but I gave her close to a liter, I guess, and I was still okay. I was a little dehydrated when I arrived, but was able to just drink several liters of water over the afternoon and get back again. There were free showers at Mazama, and I got my resupply box. There was laundry, washing machines, but there was a long wait and figured it was too much hassle, so I just rinsed out my clothes in the shower, and that worked fine. Ate dinner at the restaurant, and I started there by myself, but I was sitting at a table on the patio in the shade, and as I was halfway through, a group of 4 European thru hikers asked if they could join me, sit with me, and so we sat there and ate and talked and drank beer for the whole evening, and it was a lot of fun. Let's get to know them. There was, let's see, Big Beer from Switzerland, and BB3 and Skittles, both from Germany, and Sunshine Mama from the Netherlands. So I enjoyed that, but I don't think any of them are hiking out this morning. I think they're all doing different things. So, alone this morning. It looked like I was one of the first people to roll out of Mazama. I'm hiking the trail up. So, yeah. Gonna find it harder to breathe here. We're going uphill. So the Dutton Creek Trail up to the rim is supposed to have a lot of blowdowns. I've just gotten started on this part, but can confirm so far there are a lot of blowdowns. Patches of snow. And once I get up to the rim, fill up with water there. It's going to be another long dry carry across around the rim and down the other side. The next natural water is all the way at Mount Thielsen. There's a huge cache maintained by Devilfish, which means it's awesome and reliable, because Devilfish is awesome and reliable. Debating whether I'm going to take advantage of that or not. My general philosophy is to avoid relying on caches, but this is going to be 26-mile carry if I don't use the cache. And we're kind of in a mini heat wave, so it's going to be warm today. And I'm old. So, I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do. Alright, gotta deal with more blowdowns. In a twisted sort of way, I'm actually enjoying this climb. This is the first serious climb I've had since I started this year. Does that make me weird? Yeah, probably. Don't judge. I am victorious! And it's just like I remember it. How about that? Just never get tired of this. The video, of course, doesn't capture the amazing color and the perspective. It's just startling. So beautiful. Hey, I came from over there 48 hours ago. I was on the shoulder of that mountain right there, Mount McLaughlin. It's a long way away. Never get tired of that either. And the outside of a volcano. The sound of civilization. Again, I timed this just right, because a week ago most of this was covered with snow. It's been melting fast. Fortunately, there are no bugs at all up here on the rim, which is awesome, because they were pretty fierce coming up the Dutton Creek Trail. Probably the worst bug pressure I'd seen so far, although I expect Diamond Lake Wilderness is going to be even worse. But yeah, this is just amazing and spectacular. That sharp pointy bit is Mount Thielsen, or Thielsen, I don't know how you say it. Somewhere over there is my next water. It's a long way away. This is my lunchtime view. Just not half bad if I do say so myself. So that was my lunch spot. Getting close to the end of the rim walk. This has been just amazing. The view, of course, but no bugs. Temperature is 72 degrees in the shade. It's hotter in the sun, but it's been very tolerable. But we're going out to the flats out there where it's going to be lower and probably no breeze and probably 15 degrees hotter at least, probably 20 degrees hotter, and probably lots of bugs. So, afternoon is going to be brutal. Well, goodbye, Crater Lake. It's been real. You were amazing. Wish I could just stay here. Okay, bye. Flowers. Well, there's no running water up here, but you can scoop snow into your water bottle and have nice cold water. Then you can put Starbucks Via in it and have an iced coffee like a normal civilized person without all of the horn honking and other nonsense. So I just discovered that my filter is busted. Look at that. I have no idea what happened, actually. Maybe whacked it on a tree as I was going through blowdowns. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh. That's going to be fun. Alright, so taking a quick break. I think, so I was doing alternate paths today to do the crater rim, so far out isn't quite as helpful as it should be in terms of calculating mileage, but I think I've done about 13.5 miles by 1 o'clock, which is a lot slower, significantly slower than yesterday, which was 16.5 by 12:55. But I'm trying to go slow, well, to admire the view up on the rim, but also to try to conserve water as best as I can. I think I'm doing pretty well so far. I recovered half a liter from snow, which was very nice. Started out with 4, which is definitely on the small side if I want to make it all the way to Thielsen Creek, but should be fine to get me to the cache at the highway. But I think my water consumption is only going to go up for the rest of the day. So we'll see what happens. So I think I know what happened to my filter. I did not put it firmly in the side pocket of my pack this morning. I was in the bathroom, which has a concrete floor at Mazama Village, and it fell out. So I noticed the pop top was all the way closed when I discovered it cracked this afternoon, and I never closed that top, and so it probably fell straight down on the pop top or a little to the side, and all that force just cracked the housing. I can mostly still use it if I hold the housing closed where it's cracked and then kind of angle the filter so that the pop top is over the bottle, but any water that leaks out through the crack falls on the ground, then I should still get clean water. It's just going to be a little more laborious. Well, these things happen. Well, my prediction is partially true. So temperature is about 88 degrees, so about 15 degrees hotter than up on the rim, and there's not much breeze at all. So that's a bummer. It's hot, but there are no bugs at all, at least right here, right now. So, yay. That is a good thing. Okay, so here's how my mind goes when the trail is flat and hot and boring. We're walking through this lodgepole pine forest. Can't see anything, absolutely featureless, but these trees have burls or bolls or whatever they're called, swellings, growths on their trunks. So I saw them and I thought about Arnold Schwarzenegger from Kindergarten Cop, and he says, "It's not a tumor." I was thinking they look like tumors, but Arnold would say, "It's not a tumor." Then I was thinking about a thru hiker that I've been leapfrogging with a bit. Her name is Slide. She's carrying a green trombone in her pack. And then I thought about Schwarzenegger saying, "It's not a tuba." Yeah, well, I guess you kind of had to be here. Anyway, it's hot. Did I mention that? I remember the utter strangeness of this piece of trail last time I hiked it, because that was before smartphones or even GPS, and all we had was the guidebook and the topo maps printed in there. And I was hiking with Wonka and Good Spot through here, and it's like 9 miles of just flat lodgepole pine with no landmarks, and we had no idea how far we had come or how far we still had to go. Felt like we were walking on a treadmill and we were just trapped forever, unable to escape. It was a very disorienting feeling. It's much better now to have my phone tell me exactly how much farther I have to go. Okay, progress update on my adventurous day. So temp got up to 90 degrees at its high in the shade, but it's back down to 76 now. It's almost 7 o'clock in the evening. Breezes come up and I'm steadily climbing Mount Thielsen. Did make it to the cache a couple miles back, and on the way there I spent some time introspecting on my personal ethics and decided that my ethic is to not rely on caches for survival. That is, not to plan my water such that I arrive at a cache dry and would have to hit the SOS button on my inReach or something if the cache was dry. So I managed to wipe my water and arrived at the cache with 1.5 liters left and 7.7 miles to go to the next reliable water, which is Thielsen Creek. And if the cache had been dry, totally could have done it. Probably would have waited for a little bit later in the evening, let it get a little bit cooler, and then also I would have to drink a lot when I got there to make up the deficit, and I'd be peeing all night, and no one wants that. So I decided to take water out of the cache for dinner and just for convenience and comfort. So I used probably 2.5 liters for dinner and just kind of topping off my body, and then left with the same amount that I came in at. So I'm sure no one watching this really cares about the minutiae of such things, but it's important to me. And I'm thinking about it, so you get to hear it. I should mention that this was a devilfish cache, I believe, who is a legendary trail angel. He's been doing stuff since at least 2016, because that's when he really saved my bacon with a cache on Bird Springs Pass. So there's literally hundreds of gallons of water there. I think all the water that was there was actually left over from last year. So he only stocks it like once a year, but it lasts that long. So it's pretty reliable, I guess, unless someone comes along and vandalizes it, uses the jugs for target practice or something. But so far as I know, that hasn't happened yet. So thank you, Devilfish. There's Crater Lake. That's where I was this morning. Mount Thielsen, known as the lightning rod of the Cascades. You can see it's very pointy up there at the top. People who climb up there report that you see little spots of melted and glassed rock all over the place from lightning strikes, which would be super cool to see, but I am not a climber, so we're going to take other people's word for it. So this is kind of fun. The hillside here is covered in patches of pumice stones. I don't know if you can really make that out. Almost looks like hail or light snow. And they're just in patches, kind of rolling down the hill. They're very, very light. I think they're fake rocks. This whole thing is a set, like the Truman Show. Yep. I figured you out.